I'm right outside of Atlanta, Georgia, coming to you from higher ground. I want to talk to you today about how the average person can have prayers that are incredibly powerful. Now look, most people that I talk to, they don't really have what I would call a prayer life. They may stop and say a prayer when they're in trouble or having a crisis in life, but they don't have a consistent, intentional prayer life. That's one of the first things that I'm going to talk to you about. But I also want to talk to you about the different types of prayer, because there are many, and why do we need to pray? All right, so check it out. First thing, prayer is for everybody. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 7, it says, "My house will be called a house of prayer for all the people." I want you to know prayer is not just for pastors or for people who are active in church. You can be an average, normal person and have prayer that rocks this nation and changes the situations and circumstances in your life. God tells us that prayer is not about fancy words, impressing other people. Prayer is about your communication with God, and you have to know how to speak to Him so that you can have the best results possible for what you're praying about. Hebrews 4:16, it says, "Let us approach God's throne of grace with confidence so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need." Grace is when God does for you what you can't do for yourself. And approaching the throne of God means getting into His presence in a spirit of prayer. God tells us, "I'm here to help you, and I can do anything." This is a 3-part series. This message is part 1. I want to encourage you to listen to part 2 and part 3 as I break things down about the power of prayer